Okay, we need to talk about one of the most chilling scams out there right now, the AI voice clone scam. It's really clever because it attacks our deepest instincts. But here's the good news. Once you see how it works, you absolutely have the power to stop it in its tracks. So just picture this for a second. It's late at night, your phone buzzes, and it's a number you don't recognize. But for whatever reason, you decide to answer. And what you hear on the other end is a voice you know instantly. Someone you love. But something is very, very wrong. They're panicked. The voice, it sounds so real. Every little crack, every bit of hesitation, it's all there. And it's designed to make your heart just plummet. It's a voice filled with stress, and more importantly, with fear. And then comes the hook. That desperate plea for help that just flips a switch inside you. Your first instinct isn't to ask questions. It's to do whatever you can to help. And that, right there, is exactly what the scammers are counting on. Because here's the truly terrifying part. The voice on that call, the one that sounds so much like your loved one, it isn't them. It's not a person at all. It's a criminal using artificial intelligence to perfectly mimic their voice. So what is an AI voice clone scam? Well, it's pretty much what it sounds like. Scammers get a tiny sample of someone's voice, and I mean tiny. Just a few seconds is all they need, maybe from a video they posted online or even from their public voicemail message. Then they feed that clip into an AI, and it spits out a perfect digital puppet of their voice that can say anything the scammer wants. To beat this thing, we've got to understand their game plan. It's not random. It follows a very predictable pattern, a script that's built specifically to knock you off balance and bypass all your critical thinking. And you know, when you break it down like this, you can really see how the trick works. It all starts with that random, unexpected call. But then, step 2 hits you with that familiar voice, and you're hooked. Next comes the fake crisis, a car accident, trouble with the law, something that requires you to act now. And finally, the demand for money, usually in some bizarre, untraceable way like gift cards or crypto. See, the raw emotion they generate in step 2 and 3 is designed to make you completely ignore the giant red flag in step 4. So let's dig into that playbook a little deeper, because scammers aren't just using fancy technology here. They're using pure psychology. They really lean on 3 core manipulation tricks to get what they want. Okay, trick number 1, emotional shock. They hit you with a crisis right out of the gate to trigger your body's fight or flight response. When that happens, the logical part of your brain just, well, it takes the backseat, and pure emotion takes the wheel. But look at the defense. It is so simple, it's almost beautiful. Just pause. Seriously, take one single deep breath. That tiny moment can be enough to short-circuit their entire plan. On top of that shock, they add trick number 2, urgency. They'll say things like, you have to do this right now or don't tell anyone. They do this to isolate you, to keep you from having a single second to think or check the story. So what's your defense? The most powerful move you can make, hang up. I know it feels rude, maybe even wrong in the moment, but it's crucial. Then, you call your loved one back on the number you already have saved for them. If the emergency is real, you'll find out. If it's not, you've just ended the scam. And their final trick is the one that makes this whole thing possible, exploiting the trust we automatically give to a familiar voice. Our brains are just wired that way. Hearing someone we know makes us feel safe. The defense against this is something you have to set up ahead of time. And honestly, it's kind of genius. A family safe word. A simple, silly word or phrase that only your immediate family knows. If you get a call like this, you just ask, what's the safe word? If they don't know it, you know it's a fake. End of story. All right, so now that we know their playbook, let's put it all together. We can build a simple but incredibly powerful defense plan for what to do if you ever find yourself on one of these calls. Here it is, your 5-step shield. Number 1, pause. Don't let panic drive. 2, verify. Hang up and call them back on their real number. 3, use that safe word. It's your secret handshake. 4, refuse unusual payments. Think about it. When has a real emergency ever required payment in Target gift cards? Never. That's a huge red flag. And 5, report the call. You might just save the next person they try to scam. You know, this scam is so scary because it weaponizes the best parts of us. Our trust, our love, our instinct to protect our family. But as we've just seen, the solution is actually pretty straightforward, and it puts all the power right back in your hands. So if you only take one thing away from all of this, let it be these 2 words: pause, verify. That's it. That's the silver bullet. Panic is the scammer's best friend. Don't ever let it be the one making the decisions for you. So now I want you to ask yourself a question. Who in your life needs to hear this? Is it a parent, a grandparent, a friend who might be vulnerable? The number one way we fight back against these scams is by talking about them. So please share this knowledge. Talk to your family about setting up a safe word. Let's protect the people we care about.